Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has gotten a major rejection because unfortunately the breakout failed completely. Let me show you exactly why. Now, first you're going to see, yesterday we really tried to get a successful breakout not only out of our descending triangle. Also, we were paying attention to a significant trendline area of resistance Bitcoin has been trading below for a very long time. Yesterday, for the first time, we tried going above it, but unfortunately we then got a major rejection back towards the downside. But why so? Remember in our yesterday's video, we were paying attention to the bullish CVD divergence, which definitely it was a bullish Bitcoin indication. Why so? We were forming on Bitcoin still yesterday a brand new higher low right here, but on the CVD indicator, on the yellow line, there was a significant lower low with an open interest increase. What does that mean? Of course, selling pressure is coming in the market, not able to push the price lower. It was still a higher low at this specific time, but it really does look like it unfortunately failed. Bitcoin then got another major push down. Our bullish CVD divergence definitely completely invalidated, and we then simply got quite a significant rejection back towards downside. And what we said yesterday, we are going to be slightly more bullish above our volume levels and slightly more bearish below them. So what we said yesterday, measuring right now the entire bottom price action with volume, literally right now measuring the price action of our horizontal range, Bitcoin has been trading in for the past few days. We were saying if we are going to go once again below our value area high, below 89,000 US dollars, bearish Bitcoin indication, and in this scenario, we can be looking for a rotation back towards downside, maybe even towards the value area low, the bottom volume level, and it really does look like we got a push towards downside almost exactly towards our value area low of the entire horizontal range. Also, remember from yesterday I mentioned be slightly more careful because on the Adler stochastic CG oscillator on the 4-hour time frame, we are right now getting a double top pattern, and usually a double top pattern is a bearish Bitcoin indication. And as of right now, it really does look like it very nicely played out. Double top pattern formed right here. We got another major rejection back towards downside. So at least as of right now, with my trades, nothing has really changed. I do remain in my short trade for approximately 90,000 US dollars, but also on the other hand, I am right now in a long trade on Bitcoin from 86,600 and also in a long trade on XRP in a case we are going to right now actually start going once again towards the upside. And later in the video, I'm even going to share with you exactly where potentially you can be looking for another long trade and also a brand new short trade. But right now, first of all, let's actually go with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week and also on the 1-week time frame. Remember in our yesterday's video, and actually also for the past few days, we have been paying attention to the liquidations exactly above the highs, because above our recent highs, we actually had more liquidations than below our recent lows. But what you're right now going to see, exactly above the high we formed yesterday, Bitcoin right now does have approximately 256 million of short trades liquidations. But also, below our recent lows, it does look like the liquidations are going to be slightly bigger right now. If we are going to go lower, 272 million of long trades are going to get liquidated. So unfortunately, the table completely flipped. We do have right now more liquidations below the lows than we have above our recent highs. And what we are right now seeing right here on the 2-week time frame, it is going to be more of a bearish Bitcoin indication. But what if we right now go on the 1-week time frame? Do we also have right now bigger liquidations below our recent lows? And yes, unfortunately, the reality is exactly the same. Bigger liquidations on Bitcoin are right now definitely going to be exactly below our recent lows. Let's just say at approximately 86,300 US dollars. And later in the video, I'm definitely going to share with you why this specific level, literally exactly below our recent lows, is actually a very nice support level. Before we do talk about that, I would really appreciate for you to smash up the like button, and of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's try to talk about why this specific area for Bitcoin is quite an important level of support. And yes, if we are right now going to get another push towards downside, definitely the trading bots are actually going to be buying the dip. And I really do think right now the trading bots in our current choppy price action, we have we've been seeing for the past few weeks are really performing very nicely. But what you're right are going to see, if Bitcoin does get another push towards the upside, what is going to be the first very important level you should really pay attention to? Let's go with our horizontal ray, because what you're going to see, Bitcoin right now does have a brand new low at approximately $86,700, and this specific low right here is going to be a liquidity level. And no, if you're going to zoom in on Bybit chart right here, this specific low, at least as of right now, still has not been taken. With the yesterday's push towards the downside, it was actually some kind of a higher low, which right now still means we do have liquidity exactly below our recent low. But not only that, another liquidity level on Bitcoin is going to be just slightly lower at approximately $86,551. But also another low on Bitcoin is going to be just slightly lower, literally exactly below this specific low at $86,300 area. So we right now definitely know Bitcoin does have a very important liquidity level exactly below our three higher lows right here. And this is definitely going to be another very important level on the Bitcoin price itself. And also, this specific area is not only going to be a liquidity cluster. We can also go with our fixed range volume profile, measuring the entire price action right here, and you're going to see the value area low, the bottom volume level coming in almost exactly right here. So we can right now definitely say, if Bitcoin does get another push towards the downside, pay attention to this specific area, because it is definitely going to be the first, quite an important area of support. Now, just slightly lower, there is also going to be another volume level. So what we are right now going to do, let's go on the 2-hour time frame, measuring the entire bottom price action with our volume. Just slightly lower, below our liquidity levels, Bitcoin also does have another volume level, the value area low at $85,700. Also right now, going with our high-term time frame levels, you're going to notice the daily level almost exactly at our another value area low. So let's just try to say like this. Yes, of course, we know Bitcoin, at least as of right now, is not really pushing that more impulsively back towards the upside. So potentially, we still need to be expecting slightly lower targets. And also later in the video, we are still going to talk about some very important indicators that are right now still suggesting another very slight push down is right now definitely still more possible on BTC. But nevertheless, if we are going to go lower, this specific area, our 3 liquidity levels, our 2 volume levels right here, and also the daily level is actually going to be a very important zone you should really pay attention to. And if this specific support area is going to be lost and of course broken towards the upside, major red flag, bearish Bitcoin indication, and in this scenario, unfortunately, we are going to look for much lower targets. But what we can right now say, if we are going to hit our support level right here and then actually reclaim our value area low right here, reclaim the $86,700 area, potentially we might be looking for another long or a buy trade right here with a stop loss below our recent low. And of course, if this right here is going to play out, potentially another long trade on Bitcoin is going to be offered to us. But what if we are actually going to right to get another push towards the upside? Because the scenario is almost exactly the same as below our recent lows right here. You're going to notice with yesterday's push towards the upside, with yesterday's attempt of the breakout right here, Bitcoin did form another high. And that is why it's going to be another liquidity level. Also right here, because this specific push toward the upside did not take out this specific high, we also can right now say another liquidity level, just slightly above this specific high, $90,550. But also right here, another liquidity level, just slightly higher, above those specific highs, which is going to be at approximately $90,643. And that is right now why we really need to pay attention to what Bitcoin is going to do in the upcoming days. Major liquidity levels above us, major liquidity levels also below us, but all of those liquidity levels are aligning here at the bottom with volume levels, here at the top also with another level, which is going to be our major golden Fibonacci ratio. Pay attention to see what Bitcoin is going to do in the upcoming days, but definitely, if we are right now going to get another push towards the upside, our trading bots right here are definitely going to be buying the dip. In my free VIP Discord group, only a few minutes ago, I posted the results of my trading bots right now. And also I said right here, the current choppy price action is really a gold mine for trading bots. Currently, 8% in a profit in the last 38 days. Trading this manually would be really, really hard. Simply because because it is actually very, very hard to predict exactly at what area is Bitcoin actually going to get a bounce off of and where we are going to get a rejection. Yesterday, for example, we were expecting slightly higher targets because of our bullish CVD divergence, but unfortunately, this bullish divergence right here completely failed. However, if you then go with the trading bots, the bots are constantly buying the dip, and once we get a push towards the upside, they are actually taking the profits for you. So it really does look like the bot on the way down is buying for you, on the way up is selling for you, taking the profits. And that is right now why, if you actually want to use my trading bots right here, definitely create an account on Pionex using this specific link down below in the description. Only after you register and after initial deposit, you're going to get a beautiful bonus, because only after you register $100, you're going to get a 100% bonus. Deposit 500, you're then going to get 300 USDT, deposit 1000, you're going to get 500 USDT, and so on. And then simply deploy the bots, copy my exact settings, because in my opinion, currently they are actually the best ones. With this specific link down below in the description, you can then deploy the Bitcoin and then of course also the Ethereum trading bot. Both of the bots are going to be buying on the way down and selling on the way towards the upside, taking the profits for you. Also right now, let's pay attention to the exponential moving averages, because right now what you're going to see. In yesterday's video, we talked about that fortunately for us, we have gotten a bullish cross on the 1 hourly time frame, but right now it really does look like we are not getting a bullish cross anymore. Yes, our 50 EMA is once again below the 200 EMA on the 1 hourly. So on the 1 hourly right here, we are in an average downtrend. On the 2 hourly, we are also in an average downtrend. On the 4 hourly, we are also right here in an average downtrend. Also right here, we know bigger liquidations are going to be below our recent lows, and that is also going to be some kind of a bearish Bitcoin indication. And that is right now why, to be honest, ideally, I would like to see Bitcoin at least taking some liquidity below our recent lows before potentially getting a bigger bounce back towards the upside. But what if we right now zoom out a little bit right here, and let's right now also go with our bigger trendline area of support, because at least as of right now, it still looks like Bitcoin is trading above our major trendline area of support that yesterday, yes, it was broken straight towards the upside. This specific diagonal level is right now coming in at approximately 87,000 US dollar area, but at least as of right now, it is still acting as some kind of an area of support. However, when can we right now say Bitcoin is going to look slightly more bullish than bearish? Very simply, what we said yesterday. We simply went with our fixed range volume profile, measuring right now the entire price action right here. And we simply said, if we get the acceptance below our value area high, is going to be more of a bearish indication. We can be looking for another push towards downside. And also right here, we can actually say the exact same thing. If Bitcoin does get a push up, acceptance above our value area high right here, definitely I would then be paying attention towards our higher area of resistance above our recent highs right here at 90,000 US dollar area, because of course it is going to be a major liquidity level and of course also a major golden Fibonacci ratio. So the plan on Bitcoin is right to staying very simple. We can still try to go with a long trade below our recent lows right here, if of course we are going to get a liquidity grab below our recent lows. Please note, if you're going to be firing a brand new long trade, you are actually going against the major trend. As we said before, we are still right now moving in quite a significant downtrend on every single time frame. However, if we right now actually go lower right here, take the liquidity below our recent lows, get a push towards the upside, acceptance back above our value area low, bullish indication on Bitcoin, we can be looking for a long trade, stop loss below the low. If we don't get the acceptance above the value area low right here, bearish indication on Bitcoin, and of course in this scenario, we can be looking for lower targets, but at least as of right now, we need to be slightly more patient. Let's see if we are going to get a liquidity graph below our recent lows, or maybe even if Bitcoin is going to get a pump right here. If we do then get acceptance above the value area high right here, we are going to pay attention towards our higher area of resistance, where of course, no, it's the area of resistance, so that is why I'm not going to be looking for a long trade. At the area of resistance, the only trade I'm going to be interested in, it is going to be a potential short trade on Bitcoin after we do get some kind of a reaction. But of course, if you also want to automate everything, the bots can actually be buying for you the dip and then selling on the way towards the upside. So if you want to use my exact trading bots that, in my opinion, currently they are actually using the best settings, simply create an account on Pionex using this specific link. After you register and after initial deposit, you're going to get a beautiful bonus, and then copy and deploy the bots using this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.